You're listening to Confessions of a Counselor podcast. Here we will talk all things mental wellness. Hi everyone, Janice here. Welcome back to Season 2 of Confessions of a Counselor. I'm so glad to be back in recording. We took a little bit of a break and I'm so excited to get started again. So this season I thought we would talk more about the tools and homework pieces that I give a lot of my clients. Again, this is the brief version. And I'm really looking forward to sharing some of that with you. So today I thought we would talk about our central nervous system and what's happening in our bodies when we move out of our window of tolerance, and what's happening within our nervous system, and what we can kind of be aware of. This is going to be a two-part episode or topic because there's lots to dive into. So let's get started. So when we talk about the central nervous system, the biggest thing to remember here is that even though we have evolved very much as a human race, with our ability to think, with our access to technology and information, and our ability to think concretely and use science and all of that, our bodies are still designed like cave people. And so sometimes our bodies can feel very frustrating, and we question, why is our body doing this thing, or what is happening, or asking a lot of questions because our bodies don't seem quite equipped to handle life today, which is true and untrue at the same time. So when we start to recognize what our central nervous system is doing and why it's doing that, then we can start to work with our bodies rather than against it. So the first thing that I kind of wanted to talk about in this episode, and then we'll dive deeper next episode, is that our bodies don't know the difference between being chased by a tiger and you sitting in a traffic jam and being upset. Our bodies have no idea that those are different threat levels, that those are different experiences of threat, that one will actually kill you, and the other is a supremely frustrating part of living in a concrete jungle. Your body does not know the difference. It is going to respond in the exact same way. And so we need to remember that when our body goes into a stress response, when our body is feeling extreme emotions, when we're feeling stressed or anxious or mad, sad, whatever it is, our body is responding as though this is a threat that could potentially harm us severely or kill us. And so we need to be kind to our bodies in that sense, where we are taking care of and remembering that we are not being chased by a tiger right now. And so doing things to remind our body that we are not being chased by a tiger. So these are skills that I will talk about in later episodes, but that we want to remember, I am not being chased by a tiger right now. So this is something that you'll hear me say in session on a regular basis. You are not being chased by a tiger. I hope you enjoyed today's episode. Confessions of a Counselor podcast is available anywhere you like to listen to your podcast, both on Apple and Android. New episodes will be released every Friday. If you enjoyed this podcast, please feel free to join the conversation. Leave a review or subscribe to the podcast hosted on the Anchor app. All these details can be found at janicelyons.com. Until next time, take care.